What's good, fam? It's Lone Wolf here, and today I'm going to show you my quality beginner loadout for less than $600. So, for those of you that have gone out to play a couple times, you've worn old clothes, rented paintball masks, and rented guns, and now you're ready to invest in your own gear, this video is for you. Alright, let's start off the list with the first couple things that I think are the most important part of your loadout. 3 things that you should not skimp out on when it comes to budgeting. Those 3 things are eye pro, shoes, and your rifle. What I think the 3 most important things for you on the field. Starting with eye pro, never sacrifice quality for a lower price. Always make sure your eye pro is secure, comfortable, and meets the minimum requirements for impact resistance. In order for your safety glasses to meet the minimum rating for impact resistance, they must be ANSI Z87.1 rated. This means your safety glasses will resist the impact of all BBs that are inside the legal limits of US fields. Another important thing to note is your safety glasses should not only meet this rating and be comfortable and secure, but they must also be full seal. That means when you are wearing them from here all the way around your face, there should be no opening. They should be completely flush against your face so that no BB can get through. My recommendation for eye pro is the Pyramex Eye Force. You can find this particular piece of eye pro for only $18 on Amazon. I have used these in the past. They were like my 3rd or 4th pair of eye pro, and I used these for probably maybe 2 years, year and a half. I actually wore these up until I switched to my current eye pro, which are my awesome Oakleys. Alright, moving on to the second one of these 3, and that would be your shoes. Shoes are super important, whether you're playing indoor or outdoor. Good, comfortable shoes are vital for your experience on the field. You're running around on the field all day, whether it be concrete or outdoors. Your feet are going to be tired and sore afterwards. Wearing good shoes will help alleviate the soreness and tiredness of your feet. And like the eye pro, this is something that you should not skimp out on when it comes to price. The shoes that I recommend are from 511 Tactical. They're called Speed 3.0s. They retail for roughly $72. And these are the current boots that I use on the field. They're phenomenal. Now, moving on to the third of these 3, and that is your rifle. There's a lot of good brands out there, but there are 2 that I think are the most budget friendly, and that would be G&G and Lancer Tactical. If you want to spend a little less on a primary, you can go with one of the Lancer Tactical rifles. But personally, I prefer the reliability of a G&G. And the particular rifle that I would recommend is called a Combat Machine CM16 SRL. It is a perfect beginner gun in my opinion, retailing for $230, which is a pretty fair price for a quality rifle. Alright, now that we've talked about the 3 most important things, let's move on to your uniform. Now, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on your uniform. Honestly, you can go to a military surplus store and spend a whole lot less to get yourself a good combat shirt and combat pants. If you don't have a military surplus store, I recommend going with this G3 set from Ido Gear. This set, which you can get in multiple different camo options, retails for about $96. Alright, now that we covered uniform, let's go into more gear. So let's talk about your rig. Personally, I prefer and recommend getting a plate carrier. My recommendation is the Lancer Tactical Assault Recon Plate Carrier. You can get it in a couple different colors, and it retails for around $32, which is a good price for a plate carrier for a beginner. What I like a lot about this particular plate carrier is you are getting a good quality product for a lower price. And the main feature that attracted me to this product is, despite a lot of other low budget plate carriers, this one still has what I think is one of the most important features in a plate carrier. And that's being able to lift that front flap up and tighten the plate carrier around you. I think that's super important for a good, comfortable, tight fit for a plate carrier. Now, moving on to the next two products that go along with your plate carrier, starting with the front, that's your mag pouches. For that, I recommend the Condor triple open top mag pouches. And these retail for about $19 on Amazon. I actually have been using Condor pouches for a long time. Getting just 3 mag pouches I think is perfect for a beginner if you're going to open plays, not necessarily milsims. But that will give you 3 mags on your chest and then 1 in your rifle. 4 is a pretty good number for an open play. Now, moving on to the back of the plate carrier, I recommend the Condor Tide Pool for your hydration bladder, and this retails for about $34. This product is one that I still use. It's on my plate carrier right now. Alright, before we get to the headgear, let's talk about one more important thing to go along with your uniform, and that would be gloves. Wearing gloves is very important. Protect your hands from getting cut, and also protects your hands from getting shot. I hate getting shot in the hands. It sucks. Wearing gloves gives you a layer of protection against BBs and cutting your hands and other things. So the gloves that I recommend are ones that I currently use and don't see any point in the future changing from these. These gloves are the Mechanics Wear original work gloves. I love these things. I think am I on my second pair already? No, I'm still on my first pair. I've had these first pair for at least 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. But I love these things. They're so comfortable. And I like them because they're less bulky than some of the other mechanics gloves. Like, I've had some that are bulky, they're thicker, backed with rubber gloves. I still have a pair of them. I just prefer the thinner ones. I feel like my hands are less bulky, you know, when I'm wearing the thinner ones versus the thicker ones. Alright, last 2 things on my list have to do with headgear. Now, we've already talked about eye pro. Let's talk about a hat. I always recommend wearing some type of headgear. And what I have been wearing for years, I'm not a big fan of wearing helmets, particularly because I haven't been able to find one that fits me right. So the one that I recommend is Condor's Outdoor Tactical Cap that you can get from Amazon for $13. Pretty good deal. It has Velcro space on the top of the hat and typically Velcro space on the back, which is great for patches, or if you have or want to get an X-Fog unit, it's a great place to put it. But yeah, wearing a hat is important. I think it's a bit more comfortable and gives you some extra protection against BBs. Alright, last but not least, let's talk about Ear Pro. This usually isn't on a beginner's list, but I think it should be. Whether you're playing outdoors or playing indoors, I think ear protection is very important, especially when the atmosphere of the game that you are playing is milsim. Because typically, pyro is involved, and grenades. Grenades and pyro are loud. Wearing ear protection can protect you from damage caused by pyro and grenades. Talking specifically about hearing damage. I've been in games before that are close quarters and that have involved a ridiculous amount of grenades. I mean, they're just constantly pea grenades and other type of, whether flashbangs or impact grenades going off constantly. And they're loud, and they can hurt your ears if you don't have good protection. So what I recommend is a product that I currently wear are Walker Razor Slims. They are electronic, and this is one feature I really appreciate because I plug my radio into it. I've got an aux cord that plugs into my speaker, and from there plugs into my razors, which is nice. So I can turn them up and hear my radio in one ear, and then when the radio is not going off, you know, I can still hear around me. These are also great because if you've got batteries in them and turn them on, it will actually increase your awareness of hearing around you, while still canceling out loud sounds like grenades going off. These retail for $38 on Amazon, so definitely get yourself a pair of those. They're great. They're very, very reliable, and they're good for not only airsoft, but if you're going to go to the range as well, take them with you. That's what I do. Love them. Anyway, all of these products altogether cost less than $600. So if you've gone to a couple open play games or several open play games and you're always renting and wearing old clothes and you're ready to step it up a notch and get your own gear, these 10 products are a great start, particularly because these are products that will last you. Instead of starting out with something really cheap, which you can do, I'm not saying don't do it, but if you have and want to spend a bit more money and get something that is quality that can last you for at least a year, so that you can get a year's worth of experience playing larger games or playing more open play, you can kind of develop your style and then you can build off these. So while you've got that plate carrier and you start with just a mag pouch and a hydration carrier, you can build off that. Add pouches for grenades and pistol mags. Even add a radio pouch. Add some patches, get some communications equipment. But you can still just start with that plate carrier and build on it, which is one of the things I love about some of the products on this list. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was very informative. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas, or maybe you disagree or agree with one of the products on my list, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys about what you think about these products. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for notifications every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.